The Queen of Couture just turned the runway into a shrine for old Hollywood glam. And yes, all eyes were on Kim Kardashian as she honored a legend in one of fashion's biggest farewells. On July 9th, Kim made a jaw-dropping appearance during Balenciaga's Fall 2025 couture collection at Paris Fashion Week, walking the runway for what would be designer Demna's final show with the brand. For the monumental occasion, Kim didn't just show up, she made the runway hers. She wore a slinky satin midi dress trimmed with lace, held up by delicate spaghetti straps. Draped over her shoulders was a cream-colored fur coat that oozed vintage luxury, and her classic bob hairstyle was straight out of a 1950s movie premiere. But the real jaw-dropper? The jewelry. Her earrings, actual diamond pendant earrings, once owned by none other than Elizabeth Taylor, added emotional weight and timeless glamour to her entire presence. Kim's mom, Kris Jenner, couldn't hold back either. She took to Instagram, sharing behind-the-scenes footage and confirming that the entire look was inspired by Elizabeth Taylor. And it wasn't just inspired, it was deeply personal. The earrings Kim wore were from Lorraine Schwartz's private collection and had belonged to Elizabeth herself. The tribute wasn't just fashion, it was legacy, and Kim felt it too. She described the moment as one of the most surreal of her fashion life. In her own recap, she wrote how honored she was to close out Demna's final Balenciaga show, layered in luxury and dripping in diamonds, that once graced the ears of one of her greatest idols. It wasn't just a walk, it was a homage. But the fashion feast didn't end there. Earlier that day, before stepping onto the runway, Kim arrived at the venue in another show-stopping Balenciaga look. A white halter maxi dress with a daring front slit and matching thigh-high boots. Effortlessly commanding attention, she turned Paris into her own personal runway before even hitting the catwalk. For Kim, the Elizabeth Taylor homage hit different. In a 2011 interview with Harper's Bazaar, she confessed directly to the Hollywood legend, "I am a huge Elizabeth Taylor nerd." And now, over a decade later, she's walking the runway wearing her jewels. A full-circle moment only someone like Kim Kardashian could deliver, blending power, history, fashion, and sentiment all in one iconic strut.